Our hopes are pathetic. Maybe there won't be another 9/11. Please let my kids get jobs. Maybe global warming will mellow out Chicago's winters. Our imaginations are Lilliputian compared to the astonishment of the real. Let us review. In 1776, the United States turned 200 years old. If back then President Ford had said, "My fellow Americans, the 5,000 nuclear weapons aimed at our country will never be launched. There will be no final or even first battle between us and the Soviets. In fact, the Soviet Union and the very threat of nuclear holocaust itself will vanish without the U.S. firing so much as a spitball." Which is also what will happen to apartheid in South Africa. But it gets better. Not only will the Afrikaner government fall without a bloody rebellion, but the black people won't even cop a bad attitude about it. They will simply ask the whites to admit what they did, then the blacks will forgive them and move on. Now, if you had heard the president say anything like that, you would have thought he'd been sniffing something else in the Rose Garden. While we hoped in increments, reality improved by light years. Compare the current status of women, Negroes, gays, children, and small furry animals to what they were a generation ago. It is barely the same planet. The Marshall Plan really did end international war in Europe and make everyone richer. Much still cries out to be done, and that's the fun part. It is the privilege of our generation to do it. Were our vision in line with our experience, we would make Pollyanna look depressed. If we were realistic about the future, presidential candidates would run on the number of global plagues they could eliminate while in office. "I'll take out yellow fever in one term." If our plans matched our past, Western nations would be in a furious competition for which could completely eliminate poverty first. The military-industrial complex would long ago have been supplanted, and we would obsess over the latest dance craze from the Mars colony. But our first task is to step out of these stunted little hopes of ours into the galaxy of the real and accept the brilliant, huge secret. The world really is more wonderful than we dare to believe.